I also have I don't know how much information will come in on this life because it feels kind of vague to me, but I see you in Greece as a boy. And in this particular lifetime, that's how you choose to show, that's the age you want to show me is the boy. One of the things about this boy is discovery, the joy of discovery. I feel like he's an explorer. That's what he wants to do. He stares up at the stars every night and just wonders what is out there. He wants to go to the moon. He wants to be able to get off the planet and actually journey into space. He's a big, big daydreamer. I mean, he spends his whole boyhood like daydreaming. And I feel like his father is a fisherman. And this goes way, way back before modern technology. I mean, this is pretty far back too. Uh, the reason I say I feel like his father's a fisherman is because he shows me this boat, and he shows me his father, and there's a net, and there's a lot of fish. And his dad wants him to be a fisherman, and he doesn't want to be that. He wants to be an explorer. He wants to see the world. He knows there's something out there, and he wants to discover it or see it. Um, so he's an interesting little guy. The weird thing is like your soul won't take me past that time frame into his adulthood. Um, and I feel like because your soul, really the underlying theme here is that sense of discovery and exploration of life, being just absolutely excited about life. Everything's exciting and everything is a discovery. And everybody in this little Greek village loves this boy. I mean, he's very well liked. I mean, if there was a popularity contest, he would definitely win it because he's just so lovable. And he could literally, watching a bug, finding a new insect that he's never seen before would just be absolutely thrilling for him. So he's an interesting little guy. He's the explorer. As I'm seeing this little Greek boy, I get pulled to Egypt, specifically one of the pyramids, and specifically the Great Pyramid. I don't know enough history. I don't know if I don't know who was buried in the Great Pyramid, to be honest with you. And I don't know if there's any women that were buried in that, or if nobody was buried in that. But I definitely have the sense that you were a female around the time that this pyramid, not while it was being built, but after it had been built. But I do have the sense that you were in it. I don't know how, but I don't know if you were buried there or not. So I'm not being shown it being built. I'm being shown it after it was finished, completed. In that lifetime as this Egyptian woman, you had a particular, I think what she's trying to show me is that you had a particular affinity to Horus, the god Horus, because I want to say she's showing me this bird, falcon, hawk, something. And that's how it feels to me. It feels like it's a religious thing. You had a really, really, I have to say, bizarre approach to spirituality and religion back then. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just really unusual. Touching that lifetime gives me an odd feeling. It kind of takes me back to the Silver Soul feeling, but with a little bit of an edge to it, which I can't really explain or describe. It's really fascinating, interesting. She carried herself in such a way that it was almost like she was walking on air, the way she held her head and body as she walked. It it was beyond regal. It was like godlike. It's kind of interesting, but her perception of herself and her perception of her religion, I mean, she was very, very connected to her spirituality, and she really believed that priests could raise the dead. She believed that there was power within her, deep within her soul. She believed in alien life forms. She believed in her God, that her God was absolutely real, that she could talk to him. She's a fascinating woman. Basically, no part of her mind was closed off as far as what she could believe or what she could do. And she walked like she felt the power of her soul every second of every day. She had a very interesting life. I don't know who she was connected to, but it feels like she's connected to a powerful pharaoh or something, because it's like she has no function in life. I mean, there's no job or you didn't have jobs back then, but she's not destitute, and what she's wearing, clothing-wise and jewelry-wise, very expensive, so she was cared for. But she was really, really living her spirituality to the nth degree. Very, very interesting. She tells me that I don't know if this is a palace, but it's this structure, and maybe it's a temple, but there's an underground part of it, and she walks down these stairs, and I swear she's going to see these priests, and they do these rituals, but she's walking down these stairs, and she goes straight down these stairs, and then there's this kind of wall, and she has to turn to the left and go down another set of stairs. The first set of stairs is kind of typical slanted stairs, typical angle of stairs that you're used to. And then there's this like stone platform at this wall, and there's all the art painted, symbolic and stuff painted on this wall. A lot of red and blue and black. And then the second set of stairs is like really long, and it doesn't have the normal slope of stairs. It's longer, broader steps. So it feels like these stairs are symbolic of something, almost like you're going into the afterlife or something. It gives me a really interesting feel. And then there's sand, and there's like almost seems like pillars to the left of her, but there's also a wall, so the pillars are in front of this wall, and then she has to make another right turn because she hits another wall, and she walks into this more of an open area, but it's like there's all these different little chambers underneath what I think is a temple, and there are men there that are bare-chested, dressed in what I would call a skirt. Their head, I want to say their head is shaved, but they have a little clump of hair at the back of their head, and their hair is bound there. And I don't think those are the priests. It feels like those are maybe acolytes of some kind. And then there's another chamber that she's really not supposed to go in. She's not allowed to go in. And there's this, I don't know what to call this. It's like a metal bowl, and it's got a fire in it. Big, big, big metal bowl, and it's got a fire in it. And it's like just this most secret of secret places. It's really interesting. I don't know why she has access to this place, but she doesn't go in the other room. She's not allowed to go in there, so she does respect that. But she is completely fascinated by the power of the soul, the afterlife, the power of the priests, the power of her gods, and totally sold on alien life. Absolutely 100% believes in alien life. She's an interesting woman, a very interesting life. I'm kind of going into a dead zone, so I've paused the recorder for a while to see if I would if your soul would reveal any more lives with the emotional themes in them. And I'm kind of hitting a dead zone, so I'm going to go ahead and end the reading and prepare for the upload for you.